Namaste. Today's topic is, can pursuing happiness make you feel worse? Pursuing happiness may make you feel worse, at least temporarily. Here are 5 things of which to be aware. Number 1, you might find out that you were not as happy as you had thought. Looking into happiness and how to have it, you may see that you were further down the ladder than you first imagined. Don't worry, this is only temporary. Your way is up. Number 2, speaking of the way up, you may feel you have such a long way to go that it might not be worth the effort. Understandable. But don't quit because the task looks daunting. When you achieve happiness, you will have seen the climb for what it is, inevitable. Number 3, by a similar token, you may see the task and believe you will never make it. Of course, if you believe you can't, you can't. As with everything else worth doing, take it one step at a time. You will make it. Number 4, when you scope out your own happiness, you may be tempted to see how you are doing as compared to others. Never compare yourself to others in regard to happiness. They have their own path to follow, and it will be, by definition, different than yours. Besides, you have no idea what they have to overcome to find happiness. Number 5, all said above may lead you to inertia, finding it difficult to even get started. All journeys begin with the first step. Begun is half done. Enough cliches? But you get the point. Look not to the summit exclusively, but look also to the next footfall. There are 5 reasons why you may feel worse. Now, here are 5 ways to avoid feeling worse in the long term. Number 1, drop the delusion that you are an alien in your own home. It is your home and you are welcome in it. It seems that we are negative so much of the time. I will not argue the point because it does seem that way. But try to believe me when I tell you that we are hardwired to be looking for and achieving resonance with the universe, your home. The universe would like nothing more than for you to feel at home. Number 2, you need not worry about what level you find yourself now. Achieve as much happiness as you can now. In other words, we are hardwired to reach full enlightenment, full resonance, but you are not under any pressure to accomplish that in this lifetime. Go as far as you can comfortably now. Do not be anxious about climbing to any certain point. I believe you have lifetimes to get where you are going. You are supported every step of the way by a universe that unconditionally accepts you. Number 3, again, by a similar token, you must believe that you can make it eventually. Here I'm speaking of enlightenment. It is your future, make no mistake. But you can have, and keep a high and distinctive level of happiness right now. Make sincere and long-term connection with the universe through the meditative arts. In that connection, you will find happiness now. You reach toward the universe, and you'll find the universe already reaching toward you. Number 4, as far as you can avoid it, do not compare yourself to others. They have their own life to deal with. You can never tell how you're doing by how others are doing. Yes, be in relationships with others. Relationships in what your external life is all about. Support others in their growth, and you will be supporting yourself. Have compassion for all. But you cannot tell by looking how old a soul stands in front of you in the coffee line. He or she may be far younger or far older in terms of soul growth than you. How can you compare yourself, therefore? It is a fool's errand. See only where you are today with where you were yesterday or last year. Grow your own garden. Number 5, take your first step, no matter how humble. You avoid feeling worse about yourself by moving forward, even if it is in just a tiny increment. Inertia is not overcome by a huge movement. Inertia is overcome by the tiniest act of will, wherein you find yourself ahead of where you were the moment before. Just 5 minutes of thinking quietly about your breathing in and out will make a significant difference in how you live in this moment. It is the only moment you have. Improve it. There you have the 5 ideas to be careful of as you pursue happiness, and 5 ideas on how to avoid negative feelings. The journey is worth it, believe me. Start today, right this minute. May you and all sentient beings know happiness and the root of happiness. Namaste.